Okay, dear students, once again I will discuss the further thing, how to express the concentration of the solution. We have discussed two methods earlier. Now the third method I am discussing, that is called molarity. So molarity, the new term, and it is nothing. It's a number of moles of solute. So molarity is what? It is a number of moles of solute present in 1000 ml or 1 liter of solution. Remember, it is compared with solution, not with the solvent. Number of moles of solute present in 1000 ml or 1 liter of the solution. So here the number of moles of solute is compared with volume of the solution, not with the volume of solvent. And this volume is taken in 1 liter. Taken as a 1 liter. Consider this. Now the mathematical representation. So molarity, which is represented by capital M. Molarity, which is represented by capital M. So at the numerator there will be moles of solute divided by volumes of solution in liter. In liter. Now mole of the solute per liter of the solution. This is expressed like this. Now the moles of solute, how to find out number of moles? Actual mass of the solute divided by molar mass of the solute. Both should be taken in gram. Actual mass of the solute divided by molar mass of the solute. So this one is replaced by this. And the volume of the, generally we carry out the laboratory. So we don't never prepare solution in liter. We always prepare solution in ml only, milliliter only. So generally in the question definitely you will be given the amount of solution or solvent in ml only. So that is why we write like that. So how to get the liter when you are given in a ml? So volume of the solution in ml divided by 1000 liter. Volume of the solution in liter is replaced by this form. The formula for this one is written here, formula for this one is written here. So both have been replaced by their formula. ml divided by 1000, then it get converted into liter. When ml is divided by 1000, it get converted into liter. So it is replaced by this. Now arrange it mathematically, then you will get this one. When you calculate everything, you will get some numerical value. So finally what you will be getting? Mole per liter. Mole per liter. So this is the unit of molarity, mole per liter, or simply it can be expressed as capital M. That I have mentioned here. Unit of molarity, moles per liter, mole per liter. And liter is expressed as cubic decimeter. Per cubic decimeter. Per cubic decimeter. Per cubic decimeter. Okay, so it is expressed as mole dm having -3. So like that here, mole per liter, moles per cubic decimeter. These are the units you should remember. It will be utilized during the solution of the numerical. So now you have understood what is molarity. But you know that in the laboratory we take the chemicals from the market, or even the industry, we get the chemicals in the market, from the market only. From the market we get everything in a concentrated form. Everything get in concentrated form. Generally it is in concentration. But the concentrated chemicals are not always utilized. We need solution in different concentration. We need solution in different concentration. So when we need solution in different concentration, then we have to prepare the solution in different concentration. So the solution what available in a concentrated form, we have to change their concentration. So when I change the concentration, when you change the concentration, their molarity would be changed. And how to change their concentration? Generally what happen, we add distilled water into the solution. Generally we mix it with the distilled water. increase the amount of distilled water and solution will be diluted. When you are uh, adding water into any solution, then this process is known as dilution. In Hindi it is called पतला शरबत बनाते हैं, गाढ़ा शरबत जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं कॉन्सनट्रेटेड सॉल्यूशन, हम लोग बनाते हैं पतला शरबत जिसको हम लोग इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं डाइल्यूटेड सॉल्यूशन, डाइल्यूट सॉल्यूशन. So generally what we do, we dilute the concentrated solution by mixing it with water. So when you increase, same example you can take, like take a glass of sugar cane, put this glass of sugar cane into a bucket and put some water into it, so their sweetness will decrease. Now put one more jug of water into it, again the sweetness will decrease, the amount of sugar remain same, but what happen, sweetness decreases, because it per liter amount of solid decreasing. So when you are diluting it, per liter amount of solute is decreasing, but the total amount of solute remains same. Like you take a glass of sugar cane juice. Now put this one glass of water in a big jug. Jug you have got. Take 5 liter of water. In that 5 liter of water, put this one glass of sugar cane juice into it. Then what will happen? Now the volume become how much? Increased. Now it is not one glass. Now it is not one glass juice, but now it is one bucket juice, one jug juice plus one glass of. So now what happened? The volume has increased. But the amount of sugar present in sugar cane remains same, because we have not taken out the sugar cane juice from that. We have not taken out the sugar crystal from it. Instead, we have increased the amount of water. So when we increase the amount of water, volume changes. Amount of sugar remains same, but sweetness decreases. Why? The amount of solute, that is sugar, decreases per liter. Per liter amount of solute decreases, but altogether total amount of solute remains same. So this is the difference when we dilute. When you dilute, amount of solute, total amount of solute remains same, but amount of solute per liter of the solution decreases. This is the case. So now we will discuss how to find out the molarity of new solution when it is diluted from the concentrated solution. So we will discuss that. In that case, after the dilution, total amount of solute remains same. You should remember it. It will not get changed. On that basis only, what are the changes are taking place? Since volume changes, and what is the formula of molarity? Mole by volume. What is the formula of molarity? Moles by volume. Volume changes. This number of mole remains same, but the volume changes. So when the volume changes, that means volume is increasing, then molarity will be decreasing. So there will be change in molarity. When you are diluting a solution, then molarity will get changed. Molarity will not remain same because there is a change in volume. So what are the things that are undergoing change? Volume and molarity. During dilution, what are the changes are taking place with the solution? Volume and molarity. But this number of moles of the solute remains same. Total number of solute remains same because we are not adding the solute into it. We are not removing the solute from it. Instead, we are adding the solvent into it. So that's why the volume of the solution is increasing. Okay, that's why the molarity changes. So during the dilution, volume as well as molarity undergoes change, but the total amount of moles remains same. So Now, when the moles of the solute, now what would be the number of moles of the solute? What would be the formula for this one? This will go that side and it will get multiplied. Mass into volume. Volume is at division place. When you take this one to this side, then it will get multiplied to this. So moles of the solute equal to molarity into volume of the solution. Understood? Now I will be using this formula here. So now we have understood that the total amount of solute remains same before the dilution and after the dilution. So before the dilution, we will make the calculation molarity before the dilution. We assume that molarity is M1, volume is V1, and the amount of solute would be molarity into volume. Amount of solute would be molarity into volume. Amount of solute equal to, this will get multiplied to this. So moles of the solute equal to molarity into volume. So same formula I have utilized here, M1 into V1 before dilution. So before dilution, what was that? Amount of solute was M1 into V1. Now after dilution, so when diluting it, volume is increasing. So when the volume increases, molarity undergoes change. Because these two are inversely proportional to one another, we are increasing the volume. That means molarity will be decreasing, so that it can maintain the number of moles of the solute, because that is constant. So there will be change in that. Okay. So now after the dilution, molarity is M2, volume would be V2, and the amount of solute would be M2 into V2, because after the dilution, molarity become M2, volume become V2. So amount of the solute, moles of the solute equal to molarity into volume of the solution. So now the molarity is this much, volume is this much. That's why the amount of solute will be M2 into V2. We have got the observation that the before and after the dilution, amount of the solute remain same. That's why this and this are equal to one another. That is why for dilution we have got a molarity equation. This is called a molarity equation. This is called molarity equation or dilution formula. M1 V1 equal to M2 V2. Amount of solute before dilution equal to amount of solute after the dilution. This is called molarity equation or dilution formula. This will be utilized in the numericals. Now we take the another case. Like we have got a sodium hydroxide solution, two different kind of sodium hydroxide solution. There are two bottles. One in this bottle sodium hydroxide solution is in this bottle, there is a sodium hydroxide solution. Both have got different molarity. Both have got different molarity. Both are of the same substance. Both are sodium hydroxide only, but the concentration of the sodium hydroxide solution is different. Suppose that this bottle has got M1 molarity, this bottle has got M2 molarity, volume of this bottle is V1, volume of this bottle is V2. So molarity as well as volume both are different. Both are different, but both are the solution of same substance. Both are sodium hydroxide solution only. Now I will mix it together. In the third bottle there, I will take the third bottle and I will put the content of these two bottles into the third bottle. So these two solutions now get mixed. So same kind of substance got mixed. So there will be a volume, a change in volume. So what would be the volume? Volume of this and volume of this both are added together, V1 plus V2. So total volume would be V1 plus V2. But the molarity would not be M1 plus M2. Because here amount of solute as well as volume both are getting changed. Amount of solute, because now M1 molarity mixed with M2 molarity. So now let's assume that after mixing that molarity is M. Molarity M. And the final volume would be V. So same substance got mixed. So before mixing, we'll calculate the separate amount of solute. So total solute will taken out, total amount of solute would remain same because same kind of substance is there. So before mixing and after mixing, it is one of the process of dilution, because two different kind of concentration are mixed together of the same substance. So it is again one of the kind of dilution only. So before the dilution and after the dilution, total amount of solute would remain same, but the concentration would be different because there is a change in volume. So there will be a change in molarity. So molarity would not remain same, but the total amount of solute would remain same. So two different kind of molarity getting mixing with one another. So and so you will get the different molarity after mixing, and there is a change in the volume also. So number of moles of the solute as well as the volume both are getting changed. That means, but the total number of moles of the solute for mixture number 1 and mixture number 2 will be same. Now let us see here. Now the molarity equation for mixture of two solution of the same substance. Same substance means HCl mixed with HCl, sodium hydroxide mixed with sodium hydroxide, nitric acid mixed with nitric acid, sulfuric acid mixed with sulfuric acid, same kind of acid, same kind of base should be mixed with one another having different molarity and volume. Molarity would be different, volume would be different, but their character would be same nature. So same substance. On those cases, what will be change in the molarity after mixing, that we have to calculate. Now start. First of all, we will assume solution 1. We will take the solution number 1. So molarity of the solution number 1 is M1. Molarity of the solution number, volume of the solution number would be V1. Now for solution 2, molarity would be M2, volume would be V2. So now the amount of solute present in solution 1 would be M1 V1. Amount of solute present in solution 1 would be M1 V1, and the amount of solute present in solution number 2 would be M2 V2. So how much solute getting mixed? M1 V1 getting mixed with M2 V2. So total amount of solute before the mixing, how much? It is M1 V1 plus M2 V2. Now after mixing the solution 1 and 2, we get molarity will change. So assume that the new molarity of a mixture of solution. Now we have two solutions got mixed. So now there will be new molarity. So molarity, let's assume it is M, and volume would be V, but this volume would be sum of two volume, V1 plus V2. So that's why V equal to V1 plus V2. We know that before and after mixing, it is one of mixing of solution is nothing but it's again a dilution process. So before the dilution and after the dilution, mass of the solute would remain same. So what is the mass of the solute before mixing? That is M1 V1 plus M2 V2. This is the mass of the solute of the solution number 1. This is the mass of the solute of the solution number 2. So when we mix it together, so this is the total amount of the mass of the solute before mixing. After mixing, their molarity is M, volume is V. So after the mixing, the amount of solute would be MV. So now it is M1 V1 plus M2 V2 equal to MV. Now M1 plus V1 M2 V2. Now V would be replaced by V1 plus V2. V1 plus V2. V is equal to V1 plus V2. So now we have got another molarity equation. I got the another molarity equation. This molarity equation is used to calculate the molarity of a solution which is prepared after mixing two solutions of same substance having different molarity and volume. So this is the molarity equation for a particular type of solution which is made up by mixing two solutions of same substance having different molarity and different volume. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.